This video will make payment for the invoices received. So let's just from suppliers, let's just first look at the invoices received. So we'll look at the line items. So we'll go to financial accounting, accounts payable, and then we'll look at account, and then we look at, okay, let's look at this FBL1N. Click on that, and our supplier is the one ending with 224. So let's pick that, and we're looking at open items. So click on open items. So it is showing there are three open items. So what we'll do is we'll try to pay one of this invoices. So 5400. This is says this is due date column. This is due, and this is upcoming. So 54. So we'll try to pay 5400, and so the transaction for that. So let's create a new window and go to. Okay, so let's go and pay one of the invoices. So you go to accounts payable, document entry, outgoing payment, F-53 post. So go here and put in the document date. Let's put in today's date. So 4/13/2025. If you notice, document type is KZ, posting date is 4/13, USD NS01. Let's put the account from which we are going to pay. We're not going to use bank for this scenario, so we'll just use cash for now. And then amount, we said $1,600 for one of the invoices, so we'll put $1,600. And this is the vendor account that, or the supplier account that we are trying to pay the invoice for. So we'll pick the one ending with 224. Think we have everything. So now let's click on process open items. Okay, so it says entry NS01 is missing in T043G. So I believe this is, let's go check. So 16 SC16N is where you look at the table. So T043G. And so let's look at NS01, and it will say zero entries. So no values found. So okay, so let's remove and see what it shows for. So let's see if there are other entries for other companies. Yeah, so there's entries for other companies. So let's get the first 500 values of this table. Okay, so it says company got tolerance group. So I think we are missing tolerance group for customer or vendor. So let's go there. So let's go to SPRO config and set that up. So go to financial accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable, business transactions. So we're trying to go to outgoing payments. So outgoing payments. There was a manual, so manual outgoing payments, and then let's define tolerances here. And if we look, I don't think we'll find one for us. So we don't have that entry. So this is what it shows. There's nothing for us. So let's just create new. So NS01. And so we will not name, we'll just say. So permitted revenue differences 10 percentage 1, discount by 1, losses 10, 1, 1, automatic rhino write off 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, outstanding receivables from 1, 1, 1, 1. So let's do the settings, save, as for transport. So that will create an entry for NS01. So let's go back and see, it will process open. Okay, so now it brought us in here. So now we are trying to pay $1,600, but the outstanding is all these three totaling to 11,300. So we need to disable the first and third. So we just double click on the first one and the third one. So now it will adjust to 1,600. And so now we are trying to pay this invoice. And so let's just check double everything, and then we can post. You can of course simulate before posting. So it says for this supplier, it's we are making this payment. So let's go document and post. So this document was posted 1500 15,001. So you can go to document, display, and you can go view general ledger. And so this is a general ledger view. So the supplier is debited and the cash is credited because cash is paid out, so it is credited. So our cash is reduced by 1600. The liability also is reduced on the supplier side because we paid it off. So now let's go look at the balances, how it looks. So let's go vendor line display. That was FBL1N. So let's go back. We run this, but instead of open item, let's just run with all items so that I will see that $1,600 cleared. So $1,600 cleared looks like this in green. So this is called open item clearing. So the 1,600 which was invoice was paid using the document KZ, document number 15,001 on this date. Right? Thank you.